And Bradley Foster in the Black Bull, owned by the great man Kimball. Now, I'm thinking that this is now a handicap race.
I think they'll be going on the clock.
Although, it does say scratch on my sheet.
Does it?
However, it looks like Black Bull is moving up, so I'm going to say it is a handicap, Sammy, because a little bit of breeze coming through. I'm not too sad about that, to be honest, because it's just cooled it down nicely.
Well, our air conditioner is failing to fire, mate. So.
Hey, thank you to the VSPC for looking after us too.
Yeah.
We love coming here, don't we, Sammy?
Oh, we certainly do.
Black Bull. So this is going to be an interesting start. So we can't see the clock, so we're going to call all these as legal and just run with it. So the Black Bull, Brad Foster first takes off, then it's Gary Maudsley. Down the outside's my man Zach Murphy in the Usain Bolt, and on the inside is the
Addicted 20, is it?
25?
25, yep. Is it Steve Watson?
Yes, mate, it is. Yeah, Steve Watson, you're right. Sorry, just got a bit. I was too busy thinking about my burger, Sam.
I thought I'd made a mistake.
No, I've never known you to make one yet. Back shoot, so it's Black Bull back to, we're calling it the McFlurry with Gary Maudsley. Then it's Usain Bolt and then Addicted. So we're actually missing a boat out there. Excalibur, no Emily Rad.
Ah, what's sitting out here in the water?
Excalibur, Emily Rad.
Oh, yeah. What's she doing?
That's a shame, isn't it? Because she charged so hard. So maybe Sammy Lucas forgot to put petrol in it or something. That's a shame. Well, hopefully we'll see her out again in the next one. But at the moment, it's Black Bull. It's a handicap race. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen. So Brad Foster doing a nice job. Have a look at Zach Murphy coming around the outside of Gary Maudsley now. And Steve Watson, he's in that mix also, just on the inside. So this is going to turn into a really interesting race, I think, Sammy.
Certainly is. Watch Murphy's out very wide, but he's doing it quite well. But the Black Bull at the moment, the one to run down, out by probably 3 or 4. Now trying to get a little bit closer. Murph over on the outside, but got right up on the inside there, the blue boat, as they go up the back. So Murph had to hook out wider to have a shot at this leader, and in fact goes up very, very close to him now, within a half boat length, up the back straight away.
Have a look at the pace on the Usain Bolt boat driven by Zach Murphy, and also the Addicted boat with Steve Watson. Both of them a lot more boat speed than the other two boats as they come through, and that's why they were handicapped back. But I tell you what, Zach Murphy now pokes his nose in. Oh, we've had a spinner. We've had a spinner. I think that's Maudsley. It is. Gary Maudsley has a spin. He's had a bit of a McFlurry up the top corner. He gets it gathered back together again and gets going, but that has cost him dearly. As Zach Murphy now goes into the lead, back to Stevie Watson. Then it is on the outside of the Black Bull with Brad Foster and Gary Maudsley rounding out the field.
Yeah, well, it took him a little while to get up past them, but he is now dictating terms out in front very, very easily indeed. Is Zach Murphy as he goes round there. Usain Bolt, he is certainly going like Usain at the moment. Up that back straight away. He's got a nice break over the rest of the field. The Addicted 25 boat running very nicely. Black Bull also running well. And McFlurry back behind them in 4th placing. But that boat sitting beautifully on the water up the back straight away for Zach as he pours it on going up towards the top corner. And he has got a very, very handy break over the rest of the field there. Addicted 25, then the Black Bull, and then further back to McFlurry 4th.
Down into the top turn, and Zachy Murphy, yeah, you just saw it there, Sammy. A bit of a wobble and a bit of a hook, but he gathers it back together, and he doesn't want to go spinning it out. He's got a very, very nice lead now. He needs to just keep it real and keep it conservative. As the yellow flag comes out, he'll set off on his final lap, and the Addicted still hot on his heels, but Zach Murphy now starting to command this race just a little bit. Back into 3rd spot, the Black Bull still doing a nice job, and then Gary Maudsley trying to make up that ground that he lost with that little bit of a spin out up there in turn number 2 in the McFlurry. Brad Foster in Black Bull just coming through start finish. Maudsley trying to make a bit of a move on him now as the Usain Bolt Zach Murphy heads down through the bottom turn for the final time. He'll come up the back straight away, and he's looking very, very comfortable indeed at the moment.
Certainly is. He goes up the back. So Zach 6 right on the tail there. The nose of the boat right out of the water. So he's in full control at the moment as he goes up the back. But don't put the moz on him, Smithy, as he goes up there. Addicted of Steve Watson, trying hard to get a little bit closer. And in fact, might have made up 1 or 2 boat lengths. But he's still got quite a few to make up. And then further back in the field is the Black Bull and the McFlurry. They're having a race of their own, Bisho, back there 3rd and 4th.
That's probably the most exciting part of this race at the moment, the race for 3rd and 4th, with the Black Bull on the inside, the McFlurry on the outside, Brad Foster in the Black Bull, and of course Gary Maudsley in the McFlurry, as the Addicted takes a little bit of a hook, exiting turn number 1 for the final time now, and Zach Murphy lights it up. He can see clear track in front of him, and he can see a checkered flag, and Zach Murphy, in my race suit, Sam, gets the job done beautifully as he comes across the line, and so too does the Addicted Machine with Stevie Watson. Great job from him. Then we've got a problem. The Black Bull has failed to proceed. That leaves the door open for Gary Maudsley to come through and pick up 3rd place. And unfortunately, it looks as though we're probably going to have 1 non-starter and 1 non-finisher. Emily Radd floating out there, a little bit of a lonely sight, along with Brad Foster in the Black Bull. So 25 horsepower racing, always keeping it interesting out there, folks. We'll take a short break. We'll be back real soon.